What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 7 of American Noise. I am one of your hosts, Tommy, and I'm joined with Wilson. Wilson, how be you?
Oh, I'm amazing.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
How's it been, dude? I haven't seen you like in a week or two.
Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks.
Yeah, feels like forever.
I know. I'm good.
Nice.
Started a new job.
How's that going?
It's great.
No stress?
Very little. Yeah.
Very little. That's good.
Yeah, and I get to work with one of my good friends. So.
Oh, you were gonna say one of your best friends, and all of a sudden I got really like a.
I know. I said, oh, better not put the best in there.
Do we need to talk or something? That's cool. Yeah, I wasn't here last week, but I heard the episode. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
heard one of them.
Oh, yeah, well, sometimes it's a new podcast. We're still figuring things out.
Yeah, no, it was good. I got a chance to listen to it on my way home. We took our youth group kids down to youth group camp. It was like 2 hours away from here. Did some hiking. They had like paintball, ropes course, zip line, archery, the axe throwing and stuff.
Yeah, I saw some of the. I think you posted a video.
Yeah, some of those kids were really good at it. I wanted to do paintballing, but man, last time I went paintballing, dude, I like I couldn't walk the next day.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of a bigger target.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, I really wanted to shoot some of the kids, but I had a feeling they were going to aim at me too much. But no, it was really, really cool, man. Some of those kids are awesome. Like they just the way they open up and talk to you, dude. It's really cool. That was a beautiful place too. Is down in Sonora. So I'm not sure if you know where the Moaning Caverns are.
I know where the racetrack is.
Is that Sonoma?
Oh, just kidding.
This is Sonora. This is like maybe 2 hours away from Yosemite.
Oh, that way.
Yeah, Angels Camp, San Andreas.
Oh, okay.
It was just really, really cool. Good weather, lots of fun. Good food, man.
Really? Camp food was good food?
No, it was like a buffet style. They had like all set up. So the first night I was there, what did we have? We had
mac and cheese.
Dude, no.
Oh.
We had
Salisbury steak.
Dude, no, it's not like that. I forget what we had the first night because I got there on Saturday afternoon when you guys were actually recording, and I forgot what
Trying to record.
Yeah, someone didn't hit record.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, rumor has it. That's what happened. Okay, you hit record but forgot to hit unmute.
Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And so the food was just good. And it's funny because they go, okay, 1 breadstick per person. I'm like, that's not going to happen. And so I'm like, I'm taking 2. Dude, at the very end, there was like 500 breadsticks left over. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking another one. But no, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to go get. We had this really long slip and slide. Like, have you seen those slip and slides that are like length of a football field?
There was somebody on the news that a kid built one. I think it was yesterday. There's somebody on the news, and it's like he built like a ramp for it, like a wood ramp and everything, and it was pretty sweet. They were rolling like one of those giant balls, like inflatable balls that you crawl into and you roll down a hill.
Yeah.
They were putting that down the slide and everything. So
yeah, they had it was cool. They put like dish soap all over it.
Yeah.
And then they had a fire truck up the hill launching water like into the air, like above.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like raining on you.
Yeah.
And then at one point, all the pastors were going to go at one time, and they're all, Tommy, you want to work the hose? I'm like, yes.
This water's not going in the air anymore.
The
it's
toy
going
stallion,
right at you.
I wanted a video and asked the toy stallion if I was doing it correctly.
Oh, yeah.
And so, so I was like spraying the slip and slide, and, of course, right when the pastors go, I start hitting them with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to launch them down further. And no, it was just a lot of fun. I didn't do it because I bruise like a peach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I get hurt pretty easily. But then they have that one of those color wars where they take like paint and throw it everywhere. Dude, it was just nonsense.
I think the last camp I remember going to, we played Game Hen Golf. And
were they already dead?
Yes, they were.
Okay, just making sure it was like a murder camp.
The little Cornish game hens you can buy in the store. They're
love
like,
those things.
Yeah. So they bought a bunch of those, and that was your golf ball. And your golf club was a water balloon launcher. And then the hole was like one of those big like plastic tubs with the rope handles on them, you know? So somebody would be down. This is back in the day.
Oh, you
before-
launch it in the air.
in the air.
Oh, okay.
So the person would hold the tub and try and catch it out of the air.
We did something similar. It was called Space Invaders. So you had 30 kids lined up on this side of the field, 30 kids on the other. You had a water balloon launcher behind those kids on each section. So you launched it was like a squishy ball filled with paint over your team, and you had to hit their team.
Oh.
So it was like Space Invaders. So when it was my turn to launch it, I'm like, dude, I'm going to nail these kids in the back of the head because we were launching it over the kids. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I could hit them directly on.
Yeah.
So I'm telling the back team, I'm like, dude, duck down a little bit because this might hurt. And so some of them were like, like cringing because they're going to get like a squishy ball in the back of the head. And they said like when it flew over, they heard like a like really quick right past them. They're all, man, we thought it was going to hit us. And no, it was just a lot of fun. We stayed in cabins. The boys and girls, they had like their own cabins, but they were set up like army barracks. Well, the boys had like army barracks. Mm-hmm. Girls were set up more like dormitories. I was in a leader's cabin, which was nice. But dude, it was like, they had a game room, so a lot of kids were getting schooled in ping pong.
Foosball. I saw that on the video.
There was foosball there. I didn't get around to foosball. I wanted to. It was always taken. So I played pool. Dude, each time I played at pool, I was owning, and I scratched on the 8-ball.
Oh.
And they're all, what does that mean? I'm all, you won.
You should have been, it means I win.
Yeah, go home.
I got them all.
But no, it was cool. I really wanted to go back and can't wait to go next year. But yeah, then on my way home, I got to listen to the episode. So it was kind of a nice little trip,
That's cool.
Well, I didn't get to listen to the episode. I listened to you guys messing up
Oh, yeah.
on the fun podcast that you guys recorded. Zach, Handy,
We just,
Phil. Was it Phil?
Uncle Phil.
Who was sitting in my seat?
Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time, readjust the chair. But I get here in the studio today, and my chair is all the way to the ground. My mic is all tweaked. I just can't leave you kids alone. No, but it was a really, really good time. But yeah. So, and Handy's not here today.
He's not.
Apparently, okay. Let's just.
Are we telling the truth, or are we making up a story?
Well, the truth is he was arrested. He's lying about it.
Okay.
But today is a family visitation day. And
yep.
So his family's going to visit him in the Vegas, the Clark County jail.
All 37
Of his kids.
Illegitimate children.
Yeah, 36 he doesn't know about.
Yeah.
So he only knows about one of them.
Yeah.
And, thoughts and prayers go out to him because he's going to need that.
He's
support.
out of bail money at this point.
Well, he spent it all on food, apparently.
Yep.
On like beef Wellingtons and stuff.
Yep. And Michelob.
Which I might add, that podcast sounded really good for it being recorded here and then also the Clark County Jail. It sounded like he was actually in the room.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I thought so too.
Yeah. So, wave of the future. Just the technology is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he's not with us today, but for reals, he's spending some time with family. And we give him the day off with pay.
With pay, yeah.
With pay, because that's how we do it around here.
Same pay as he gets when he comes here.
Exactly.
Zero.
Yeah, $0.00.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe we're going to go into our beer segment now.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, so today's beer segment, this is a special day, Tommy.
It's very special.
It is actually brought to you by a sponsor, and that is our very first and our new sponsor, MSR Arms.
Whoop, whoop.
They're a company that supplies AR rifle and pistol parts. Basically anything AR related, he's going to have. It's a really cool website. Go ahead and check it out. It's msrarms.com. That's Mary, Sam, Robert, and arms like your arm.
Ooh, the phonetic alphabet.
Oh, yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah. But go ahead and check it out. He's going to have some stuff changing on there, I think, too. I'm kind of getting in league with him, and we were talking about doing a hunting style video thing for his website. So that might be pretty cool. But check his website out. He's a really cool guy, and I like to support the local businesses in the area, and he's definitely a local one. He's all online though. He doesn't have a storefront. I don't know if that's going to change at all, but hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to get him on the show. I think maybe a month or two, and he'll come on. He can talk a lot more about everything that he offers, and maybe we'll get some merch too, so that we can show you guys. We'll take a picture.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of local companies, we're doing the beer segment a little bit different today.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A few weeks ago, we were talking about local police officer Tara O'Sullivan, who was shot and killed in the line of duty. And Wilson called me up this morning and told me that one of the local breweries here in Sacramento was doing, they made a beer for her. I think it was her field training officer.
Yeah, he partnered
with them. I can't remember his name.
I think it was Brandon something.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I think he was there, though, today.
Yeah.
So I drove down to the brewery. The brewery is at...
Well, you didn't drive to the brewery first.
Yeah, they had like this little restaurant, and I went there. I'll tell a story. Why not?
Okay, to preface this, I looked online, and on Twitter, the restaurant said it will be at all locations.
Right.
Did not say it won't be at our restaurant. The people who were twitting it.
Yeah. So I get to the restaurant. My daughter is with me. And I'm waiting in line for like 10, 15 minutes. And, I'm like, cool, it's not really that busy. Just seemed like they're just slow because they just opened. And I get there and the girl goes, the lady in front of me actually goes, I'm going to take the Osulli. That's the name of the beer. Osulli. It's kind of a play on her last name, O'Sullivan. But it's the Osulli 349 being her badge number. And so I hear the lady in front of me go, yeah, I'll take a 4-pack of the Osulli, the can. She goes, oh, sorry, we're all out. I'm like, you just opened up. And she's
like, they opened 2 hours early to release this.
And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, what other places are having it? Well, you could go to our brewery in Sacramento or Natomas. Both of those are nowhere near where I'm at. So I'm like, you guys should probably put a sign outside because that's literally why everyone is here right now.
Yeah.
So that doesn't reflect on, SAC PD or anything.
I think it was just a oversight on their part.
On that exact, that restaurant.
Yeah.
Not the actual brewery, because the breweries were fine. So my daughter and I, we get to the Track 7 brewery. Right when I pull up, tons of people outside. It's awesome. News crews, lots of cops in uniform and off duty. You could tell. They all have the same haircut.
What haircut?
Like all the guys have like the short hair on the side. They all have the Oakleys. Yeah. There's a long pause right now because we're actually videotaping this. We're trying something right now. So we eventually might be getting audio and visual stuff mixed, but we're, doing some stuff for camera work too. So bear with us. But no, it was really cool. I got to talk to some people in line. Really nice ladies in front of us. One of them, I think she said she was a retired captain from Sacramento. And the other one, I think, was also a retired captain from San Francisco PD. It was just really cool seeing people come together.
You got to meet her dad, too, right?
I got to meet her dad, Tara Sullivan's dad. The police chief was there. I was walking back to my car. I was trying to be respectful. I didn't want to go out like, hey, I'm going to go just randomly say hi to her dad.
Yeah.
But when I was walking back to my car with my daughter after we bought the beer, which they sold out of, out down the sidewalk, I'm like, man, that guy looks like her dad. I'm like, excuse me, are you Tara's father? He goes, yeah. I'm like, and I just, gave my condolences and shook his hand and, just told him like, how, it means a lot that, his daughter basically paid the ultimate sacrifice for us.
Yeah.
And, he's all, hey, thanks, man. That means a lot. I can only imagine what that family's going through still.
Yeah.
But
it's only been like a month.
Yeah.
Not even a month.
Not even a month. And I know at one point my daughter goes, when we're inside the brewery waiting to pay for the beer. She goes, "Why is everyone wearing their glasses, their sunglasses?" And I go, well, "That's probably because people are crying."
Yeah.
Then you see some people lift their glasses up, wipe away tears. It's emotional, seeing all that support, but that support was awesome. And so paid for, 8 beers.
This is a good price. I was surprised. When you told me the price, I thought it was for 4.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how much it was because there was what are they called? Growlers and cowlers. I didn't know what I was getting. And there was guys walking out with like full on like cases of them because you were allowed, because they give you a ticket, and it was each ticket gets you a 4-pack, and I had 2 tickets. So I was thinking it was going to be one, because I saw the price, it was $16. I'm thinking, okay, that's gotta be for 4.
Yeah.
Because that's about normal from what I've just by the little bit I've shopped of beer.
The last one, the last 4-pack that we got, that Oopsie Daisy one, that was like $18.
Yeah, and this was $16 for 8 regular size cans. I don't know how many ounces it is, but it's
like a rock star size.
Yeah, whatever that is. But it's a black label. Everything's written in blue. It has our badge number on it. Yeah. So go ahead and try that bad boy, Wilson.
Okay.
He's gonna give a little detail of it. And
definitely good.
Is it good?
I mean, it's an IPA. I like IPAs.
See,
so
now we all know my thing, right?
It's been to India once.
Yeah. I don't like beer.
You don't.
I don't. But due to the circumstances, and it's for Tara, I will have a drink
from Darth
from Darth Vader's helmet. I have this Darth Vader cup.
It's a Stein.
It's a Stein, yes. Whatever it is. This may not. There's very little in here. It's like like not even like barely will coat the bottom of a shot glass. But
yeah. Let's see what the non-beer drinker thinks of this.
I gotta take my headphones off because this thing's gonna hit my head. Lift my head up.
Oh, too. and the hat. There you go. Like a man.
Oh.
It was worth it though, right?
It's for you, Tara. Yeah, but not my
cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea, but I'll tip one back for any fallen officer. So
yeah. I like it. It's a good beer. It's a good IPA. I feel like it's a little bit better than their Panic IPA.
That's when you guys.
And
had last week?
I did hear some criticism on that from a listener this week.
On the Panic?
Yeah, he gave me a hard time for rating it lower than he thought it should be. And I said, well, it's kind of a lighter IPA. I like the darker stuff. And this one's pretty good. I'd equal this at least with that Moonraker.
Oh, what, really?
Sure.
Really?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was up there.
Yeah, that's the highest one we've
now, I can't remember
so
what
far.
it was a 9?
That was a 9.
Which, speaking of which, our grading scale is changed. Do you want to tell them why?
We now have a lot of you people have heard of Untapped. It's a app that you can get on your phone where you can check in and rate beers that you're drinking at the time, or you can check in at places on there. It's kind of like Facebook for beer drinkers. And they have a rating scale on there of 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have to switch our rating scale to 1 to 5 because we're gonna use that app.
And so, are we just gonna go off of what you rate this today, and then Handy will rate it, and then we'll change it? Because I don't know if you can change it later.
I think Andy will like this actually.
Okay.
Because the way he rated the last 2 beers, I think he'd like this beer. But I'd definitely 9. I'd say like 4.5 stars.
4.5
for sure.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And since today was the first day that it came out, well, is it the first day that it actually came out?
Yeah.
Even on tap?
Yes.
Okay.
They released it today. That's why every one of their locations opened 2 hours early. Was just for this and a couple other beers they were releasing. But
they had a really funny named one there called Thickless Cage.
Yes.
It had a picture of Nicolas Cage on it. I'm like, man, because me and artwork. Well, I want that just for Nicolas Cage on it.
Speaking of artwork, did you look at the Oopsie Daisy artwork?
I did.
Do you like it?
I looked at it online when after I listened to the episode.
Oh,
And you posted a picture on our Facebook, which
Oh,
you
yeah.
could follow us if you want to.
you could. American Noise Podcast.
The Panic one's cool looking too. It looks like a Richter scale.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's not as flashy, but like I said, whenever you look at a Panic label, you know that's their beer.
Yeah. No, they had this one beer there. I was talking to your wife about it. And I like the fruity tasting ones, I like strawberry daiquiris. I think they taste good. They had this, I forgot what it was called, but this thing was a fruit punch something.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, that thing looks so delicious, but I know I'm going to pay for it. And I'm going to probably end up hating it because it's a beer.
Well, I mean, it's probably one of their sours, I think.
See, I don't even know what that means.
It's sour.
Okay, well, I mean, like you guys have like bitter is a good thing
So
for beer.
it's almost like a wine and beer mix.
Sound like wine.
I don't know. I like sour beer though a lot.
I'll stick with soda.
Speaking of soda,
So,
I got you one. You don't know what it is though.
so the color of it is cream looking,
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
and I'm. You guys will probably see this if this video thing works out. You'll see it. But I have like these little koozies over the beer, so I can't even read the label.
No.
All I can see is the bottom part of the bottle and the color of it, and then I could look at. Oh, it's kind of more of a pink color.
What?
Well, when I look, maybe it's the light.
It's got to be the light.
I don't know what it smells like.
Really?
Oh, hold on.
Come on.
I don't know. It reminds me of Christmas time something. I don't know. Maybe I'll taste it better, but
Yeah, just try it. See what it tastes like. It's another one of the beers I got at sodas I got at Bevmo from their huge wall of soda.
I have no idea what that is.
Come on.
Hold on.
It's an American staple, like 4th of July staple. You can get it.
I really have no idea.
It's a dessert. I'll give you that much.
A dessert.
Yeah. Think 4th of July.
Like
Come on. There's only so many desserts.
ice cream?
No, definitely not. You can have ice cream with it, though. All of them.
Is it birthday cake?
No. Go ahead and take a look at it.
I'm going to hate myself after this.
Uh-huh. I think this one, does it taste good, though?
Doesn't taste bad.
Okay.
Better than the sweet corn.
Anything. could be
Apple
better.
pie.
See?
Oh, so this must be Lester's Fixins' wife. Melba's Fixins.
Oh, apparently. I just saw the bottom of it. And I thought it was the same thing.
Yeah, now let me try it again and see if.
You can smell like cinnamon, though, when you smell it, right? Now that you...
Now I can, yeah. Okay, now I can taste it.
Yeah. Let me try this.
That's weird because, maybe my smell's off.
Oh, it does smell like Christmas, though.
Yeah, because the cinnamon reminds me of those pine cones when you walk into a Bel Air or Rayleigh's. You're, ooh, it's Christmas time.
That's all right.
It's all right.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's definitely a million times better than the Lester's Fixins sweet corn.
I can't taste apple, though.
No. I'm tasting mainly like sugar cinnamon.
Yeah.
It could almost be like a cinnamon sugar. Yeah. I know Jones sodas. They came out, Jones sodas.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they have like Thanksgiving, so like
Turkey,
turkey,
gravy, stuffing. Yeah.
And I love stuffing too.
When it comes that time,
Oh, I am ready.
we're going to do all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that, actually.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one, too.
Yeah, you and Handyman, you guys, Handyman.
Handyman.
Yeah, you guys are always like, oh, we're going to get like what's that thing called? The
Soda
Stream. We're going to,
You weren't supposed to listen to that part.
yeah, I heard it. And then you guys were like, we're going to put like
Biscuits and
biscuits
gravy?
and gravy in there and
Yeah.
blend it all up. I'm like, dude, what is this? Is this like, when I worked in the jail, that was called loaf. That's what we gave the inmates if they wouldn't eat. Well, here, you're eating it all at once.
Bruno.
Bruno's different. But, yeah, good call on the apple pie, though. That's, is that one your brother got?
No, that's one I got.
Also, I still have a funny one.
It's not that funny. I looked at it today because I hadn't even looked at it. It was all wrapped in foil.
Okay.
But we looked at it today before you got here, and it's not a funny one. It's kind of a different one, but
Yeah. I when I go into my stores all day at work, I'll cruise by mainly Nuggets and stuff. They have some cool sodas
yeah, they got the unique stuff.
and mainly root beers.
They have a whole wall of root beers.
What was it? Jack Black's?
Yep.
There's a Rat Bastard one.
Yep.
I've tried a lot of them. I love root beers. But I just can't.
It's cool because a lot of places that brew beer, they'll make like their own root beer, or like my favorite brewery, Miraz, they make their own cherry soda, and it's really good. So it's always for like those DDs that come in and can't drink.
Oh, okay.
They'll always try and get
That's me.
Yeah,
Hi.
they'll try and get something for them to drink.
Yeah, I like how you and Handy were talking about doing that trip to Auburn.
Yeah, so you can drive for
Yeah,
us.
and he's like, yeah, we just find a DD. Pff, yeah, I know who you guys are talking about. I'm right here.
Yeah, Auburn has a lot of good breweries. So does Placerville, though. I think we got to try both of them.
I'm more familiar with Auburn, the layout, I guess, because I used to live up there.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of older, like, breweries that started back when brewing your own beer was new, you know? That's up in Auburn. Placerville has a lot of new places.
Yeah, I would really like to. Can you make your own root beer? Like
Yeah.
the same way that you make beer?
Yeah,
I would really like to try that.
that'd be cool.
Can you make it with the same stuff that you have?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
do you just
Just have to look up a what do you call it? A recipe.
do they have that? Do they sell stuff like that at that place you bought your stuff in Folsom? Or is that
Probably
mainly?
not there, but I think you can get all that stuff like in a grocery store.
Because I know this morning, which was very ironic that you called me this morning to tell me about the Osulli beer, was I was laying in bed looking at beers that were probably available, you know, at the local places that I could buy for today's show. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Worst comes to worst, I'll just get them whatever. I'm gonna look up the keg for the kegerator in the studio.
Oh, to get a soda?
to get like a root beer or soda.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's not that bad.
Well, dude, like, I mean, I saw it for
Well, tell me how much the soda is, and I'll tell you how much beer is.
I saw a mini keg for $59.99.
That's super cheap.
Is it?
Yeah, most of the beer kegs that I'd put in there are like 100.
Okay, and so like, how long would that last me?
So the style that I have, it's like a half keg, or maybe it's a quarter keg. I can't remember. I can get like 50 beers out of one of my kegs that I have.
Okay, and so like right when you hook it up, what's the life of it till it goes like flat?
It won't go flat because you hook up a CO2 tank to it, so it's constantly carbonated.
So the keg is basically the syrup.
The keg is the liquid. CO2 gets put into it to carbonate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it'd be new to me because on our keg back here, I'm not on the video. Well, I'm blocking it because I'm a hefty fella. It's back over here. There's two little pull tabs on it, so I figured I could take the right one. You could take the left one.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that way we could.
We need to do that. soon.
Yeah. Tell me if you spot one. If you spot a a root beer keg, and then I'll kick you over some cash on the Cash App.
Bevmo, Total Wine, they all have them.
And then, that'd be cool. Cool to have that. As long as you keep the kids out of here. Come back and be like, hey, why am I only getting compressed air? So.
Oh, what would you rate this soda?
Oh, are we still doing it out of 10 for me?
Yeah, we can do it out of 10 for you.
5.
5? Yeah. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
I was expecting something better.
Me too. When I saw apple pie, I was like, yes. I mean, it's better than corn.
What I rate? Oh, I rated it a 0. The corn. I can't remember. Oh, 0.5. I was 0.5 because of the artwork.
Yeah.
And that was Melba's Fixins.
Melba's Fixins, but I don't know. I think it's a little better with Melba on there. Cute old lady.
I know. Lester looks like he'd be a jerk.
Probably, especially with the sweet corn. Like, haha.
Yeah, I got that.
Drink this.
I got that boy. He looks like he's like a young Colonel Sanders.
Yep.
Or he's like Colonel Sanders' son, and he's mad because Handy gave away the recipe of the what was it? The 5 Spice Girls. And
Oh, yeah.
You know, is that real?
Spices and herbs?
Yeah, and 5 guys named Herb.
Yeah.
So 6 guys named Herb, and then 5 Spice Girls.
Something like that.
Is that true? Did we ever fact check him on that?
I don't know. I didn't.
Well, I do know that I did fact check. Not so much fact check, but on that episode, the last episode, there were some things I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
That were...
That I said?
No, one of them you guys both were talking about.
Okay.
One of them was Handy, and it was a little confusing by him. At one point in your conversation, he was talking about his favorite, or you guys were talking about food or something like that.
Yep.
And I quote you.
Me?
Went,
or him?
sorry, I quote Handy.
Okay.
And he went, see if I can do it in his best voice. Oh, hell yeah.
That was pretty good.
Hell yeah. Okay. In my mind, that means he likes it. Right?
That's what it meant. Yes.
Yeah. Then at one point, you're talking about your favorite Eggs Benedict up in Tahoe
Yes.
that had like crab in it.
Crab cake Benedict.
And he goes, oh, hell no. Hell no. I got to try that.
Yeah.
Was that equally as excitement? Like he approves?
Like he was in disbelief
Yeah.
that
Hell
they
no.
had this. Like, no, you can't mean that. Really? You do? Okay, I got to try it.
I thought he was like, that's the same thing. Like he's just like, oh, hell no. Hell yeah. Like they're both the same thing.
I mean, in a way, they could be.
That's so confusing.
We'll have to ask him when he gets out of jail.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Handy, were you in jail? Hell yeah. How was it? Hell no, dude. I wasn't in jail. Yeah. I played it back a few times. I'm all, is that what he said? I'm like, that's so confusing. Listen to it again, folks. Get those numbers up and go listen. We got to listen to the whole episode.
We did get another country.
What did we get? Brazil?
Brazil.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Brazil.
Welcome.
What is it? Bienvenidos, Brazil. I don't know. Are they Spanish speaking down there?
I don't know. I think they have their own language.
Crazy little Brazilians.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that are making their way up north?
I don't know.
I think everybody is. I don't know where they're coming from. And you guys talked about kids in Vegas.
Oh yeah, on the, like a taking a family vacation to Vegas.
I went. It was not a problem.
You didn't get any strippers
No.
handing out cards?
Well, let me tell you where I did. Fremont Street.
Oh yeah, I think that's where he was at too.
Well, Gordon Ramsay's isn't on Fremont Street. That's
Well,
on the
he went
Strip.
all over though.
Okay, because we stayed at Circus, which is kind of like a halfway
That's
between.
the kid place to stay. Yes.
And then we spent some time at Excalibur, which is down there by MGM Grand in New York. And we were walking around, no issues whatsoever with people. We are mainly walking out during the day. We went to the M&M store, which I'm surprised he didn't go to
the rapper?
No. Mom spaghetti on your sweater already?
The candy.
No. Yeah, the candy.
Okay.
The M&M store is cool though, but he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't go to the Coca-Cola store.
There's a Coca-Cola store
right next
down
to
there?
it. And you go upstairs and you buy this. It's like a flight of like
Different flavors?
32 different flavors, like little shots of different Cokes from around the world.
That's a lot of Coke.
Some of them are Brazil. Can you verify that? Hit us up 916-259-3030.
Uh-oh.
We just lost a listener. Sorry, man.
That'd be Colombia. What are you talking about?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't learn geography, dude. I think that's the same place.
It's close.
Yeah. So basically, one of them was nasty. Like it was rosé or something like that. It was rose. Nasty. Some of them were excellent.
Orange vanilla.
Yeah, but like you could like, I mean, it was really cool. I highly recommend that place if you ever go again. It was neat. But
I'm very disappointed he didn't go to the Heart Attack Grill.
I was expecting him to.
Me too.
If you went on Fremont Street, it's right there.
Yeah.
Like you can't miss it. And but I do remember
Oh, we still have to send you. He showed me the pictures of like the pulled pork burger that he got from wherever that was. Yeah, we'll have to post those.
I was like pictures. I've seen The Hangover. I'm all. What pictures are we talking about? because with him, what happens in Vegas stays in the studio apparently.
Yeah. And then goes to Brazil.
Yeah, was that where he's at? I thought he was in, Clark County.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the podcast
Is
goes
he
to
our listener in Brazil? You were tuning in? But we were outside around New York, because Vegas is a really cool looking city at night. It's really ugly during the day, honestly.
Yeah.
But we were walking out. We went to Shake Shack and all that at night, and there was still no strippers or hookers out there. There was some girls, but I think that's how they dress every day. I don't think they were, women of the night.
I mean, there's casinos around here where they dress.
I mean,
like the cocktail waitresses and stuff.
Auburn Boulevard, same way, dude.
That's different.
Yeah. Not Auburn, California.
Yeah.
It's Grass Valley. So, but we did go to Fremont Street because I've always wanted to go to the one where it's looks, the screens
The
over
screens.
and they have that cool zip line thing that goes over.
Yeah, and story about that. The one time I went, I think I said it the last time, was during the NASCAR race. Mm-hmm. Dude, the screens, it was all NASCAR themed.
NASCAR.
It was awesome. There were cars racing across the ceiling screen, whatever it's called, the whole time, and they're showing all the drivers and stuff like that. It was cool.
That'd be cool. I forgot what I think it just looked like fireworks or whatever. But we had, sorry, I just totally sniffed in the microphone.
It's all that Coke.
So it's an apple pie. But we were we get there and they have a stage there in the middle of Fremont Street where a lot of big bands will play for free. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, cool, look, the Heart Attack Grill's right there. And I'm like, and a half-naked man. And I go, Evelyn, look this way. Had her look left. She looks left.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you went when you were a kid.
I did go there when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was like that, where I had like just women come up to me, handing me like cards and, hey, come to the Blue Orchid here at midnight. Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, that's what I thought you were talking about this whole time.
No, this is like a few years ago. Well,
okay.
We took my daughter on a trip down there because she's really into the Titanic, and they have the Titanic Museum inside the Luxor.
Really?
Yeah, and they have.
I thought it was an Egypt museum or.
No,
that's in Tennessee.
That just looks
that
like
happened in Tennessee. Just
but they have like pieces of like artifacts and stuff from the actual ship there.
That's cool.
They have a big section of it that's like huge, and it's kind of surreal seeing it. You're like, dude, this is part of the Titanic. Like, it's amazing. And so we took her there.
Never let go.
Yeah, he let go. Or she let go.
Yeah.
Did she? Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sad. I'm actually going to be meeting Billy Zane in October, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. He's coming to a Creature Con here in Sacramento. I told Evelyn, I go, hey, you want to go meet Billy Zane? She goes, who's that? I go, you ever seen Zoolander? And she's all, what? I'm all, no, never mind. I'm all, the mean guy from Titanic. She goes, oh, really? We got to go.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah. So he's going to make an appearance there. I'm like, got to meet Billy Zane. Might have him autograph my Zoolander copy. Everyone's going to have him sign Titanic. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go as Zoolander.
Why is he at Creature Con then?
Because he was in a couple horror movies. He was in Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I think I just bought that. I might have him sign that, actually. I found it for $3, so I bought it. Yeah.
At Dimple?
No.
R.I.P.
No, R.I.P. No, where did I get that? Oh, I got it at that place called Half Price Books. I won a gift card.
Oh.
Remember when I went to that thing with my daughter, that YouTube thing?
Yeah.
I won a raffle. I won something finally. Imagine that.
You won, she didn't?
I didn't want her information on there.
Oh, okay.
And so I won like a $25 gift card. So I just went ham on all my movies that I normally wouldn't buy. But what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So we went into the Titanic Museum, and then we stayed at the Circus, and then we did the roller coaster inside the whole time, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of good food. But we went to Fremont Street. When I told her, well, hello, there's a half-naked man. Look to your left. She looks to her left. Another half-naked man. And look to your right. There's like women wearing like pasties and stuff. Yep. I'm like, I told
so he must have been on Fremont Street the whole time.
It's handy. You know where he was.
The jail.
Yeah. Fallon, Nevada. Yeah. Where the men are men and the sheep are scared. But yeah, it's It's actually not. They cleaned it up quite a bit. It used to be more family friendly.
Yeah.
The one thing I was bummed about, and I don't know if I just overlooked it because I couldn't find it, or if it's still there, I just didn't see it. But it was the NASCAR hotel.
There's a NASCAR hotel.
When I was there as a kid, there was a NASCAR hotel, and I remember they had like these really cool like simulators. So you sit in, it's like a half car.
Yeah.
The windows on the front and the side are screens, and the car is on some sort of pneumatic thing. So when you turn left and you look out your left window, it looks like you're really driving. It feels like it. And I really wanted to do that.
I had those in the academy, but it's still the seats you didn't feel the inertia from like accelerating, braking.
Right.
Kind of made you feel a little seasick, I guess.
They do have those things actually on the USS Midway in San Diego for a flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I saw a monk. This is the name of my new band, by the way. Monk with a selfie stick. Yep.
That's the name of your band?
My new band, Monk with a selfie stick. We're kind of like Asian fusion.
Oh.
We have a keyboardist that kind of hangs out in the background and one guy that waves a flag. It's cool. But no, like I took a picture. I'm like, dude, there's a monk over there. I've never seen a monk in real life. I'm like, with a selfie stick. Well, that is awesome. And all I thought of was Ace Ventura 2.
I can't remember.
That's the one where that's the one where he like was hanging out with like all the monks.
Oh.
And the Dalai Lama, your balls are showing. That's the one.
Bumblebee Tuna.
Chicago. That one.
Yeah.
Vegas wasn't too bad for kids.
Because I wasn't a kid when I went there. I was like 20, I think. But it wasn't bad. We were on the outskirts though. We did go to the
Fremont Street.
Yeah, the one that has the screen above it. Just because it was NASCAR week there, and we knew that they were going to play something on the screens and everything. So that was cool. But other than that, I don't think we did too much. I think I was only there one, maybe 2 nights.
And they don't do the Treasure Island thing anymore. The little battle.
Oh, the battle with the ships?
Yeah, the ship is there on the side, and you could look down and see where the track was. But there, where the ship would go and the battle would happen, it's Senor Frogs. It's like a restaurant now.
Oh.
I was pretty bummed about that. We didn't have a whole lot of time there. I wanted to show Evelyn the, I think it was the Mirage, the volcano that erupts and the flames come down. And then I drove right by the Bellagio fountains. I didn't even stop and look at them.
The only thing I want to go to Vegas for, Penn and Teller.
Yeah, they were at the Palms. And I really wanted to go to that too, but that's on the outskirts kind of.
Yeah.
And I wonder, is Handy a Raiders fan?
Yes. Wait, is he? I can't remember.
I wanted to ask him if he saw the stadium.
Oh, I forgot they're going there.
Yeah,
because they were supposed to go there this next season.
Yeah,
but they haven't built it yet. So
yeah,
they got to stay in Oakland.
I mean, it started being built, right? Yeah. It started, it started being built, but it's not finished.
It's not.
I saw like mock-ups of it, dude. It looks awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen the mock-ups of the potential A's new Coliseum?
The one that's going over by Oracle?
It's
no. That's the Warriors. The Warriors is going over by Oracle on the other side of the bay.
No, the Warriors is yes, Oracle Park. I forget it's called that now.
Yeah, dumb. It'll always be AT&T.
Yeah,
even before it was Pac Bell, I still call it AT&T. Like Arco Arena when it was Power Balance, lame.
Yeah,
it was always Arco Arena.
Yeah, the
Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah, the new one's pretty cool. Like because there's always a hitter's backdrop, Yeah. Because you have to have something there so that you can see the ball coming at you when you're hitting.
Right.
Theirs is retractable, so they can put it up and put it down.
Why would they need that?
I don't know.
Concerts,
I guess. And then they have like trees going up on the top of it, like a garden basically on top of the.
Who has it? Is it the Royals that has something like that where it has the hill that goes up?
I can't remember, but that out in center field,
I'm surprised
the one that goes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they had that because that's like, hello, you want to?
Yeah, you're running and all of a sudden,
ankle?
we're going up.
Yeah, let's have a broken ankle. Let's do this. Let's throw a random hill out here.
Yeah,
I like Angel Stadium. It has a little fountain out there like that.
Speaking of Angels,
yeah, you want to talk about that?
I mean, it's kind of cool. They got a no hitter on Tyler Skaggs night, which we talked about.
Yeah.
Was it last week?
You guys talked about Skaggs last week, but
Okay,
the no hitter was what, last night or 2 nights ago?
It was last night. They got a no hitter when they dedicated the game to Tyler Skaggs, who was the pitcher that was found dead in his hotel room on the 1st, I think it was.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Not that he died, but the no hitter.
Yes, the no hitter. It happened on that night. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like
I think they were all wearing the same number,
45. Yeah.
And they all put it on the bullpen or the pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, just to have a no hitter in general is
cool.
rare.
I think it was a combined no hitter though, wasn't it? They had
I'm not
more
sure.
than one pitcher.
All I remember it was 0 runs, 0 hits, 3 errors.
Yeah.
And I forget who they're playing against. Was it the Royals?
I can't remember.
Milwaukee. No, that's Milwaukee's National League. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. No hitter. But yeah, and they still haven't found out or at least released how he died yet, right?
Yeah, just they said no suicide, no homicide.
Yeah, it's sad.
Which is weird. He was only like 27.
Well, there was that. I'm not sure. I don't think your oldest is old enough to even watch this show, but there was a show called Jesse. It was a Disney Channel show.
Oh yeah.
The boy who was on that show's name's Cameron Boyce. He passed away, and he died from a seizure.
That could have been what happened to Skaggs.
Yeah, and I guess it was an ongoing thing, and that's scary because, I mean, there's no real if you're not diagnosed with it, like say I'm not diagnosed with it right now, and I have a seizure in the middle of the night, like no one will know. Like if I'm home alone and I just start having a seizure, there's no way I can't call for help or anything.
Yeah.
It's just sad, you know.
That actually happened not to me, but I was driving on the highway and somebody had a seizure while they were driving and ended up hitting me and like 5 other cars.
It's scary.
And yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
He had no idea he had this thing happening to him. Mm-hmm. That was the first seizure he's ever had.
Yeah.
So
I can only imagine because I heard that you kind of know what's going on, but you can't do anything about it. There's been this video floating around on Facebook of this dog having a seizure. And at first I was like, what's this video about? Then I watch it. I'm like, I don't want to watch that. My little dog, Toby, he would have seizures. And it was sad. Like he would just be sitting there and he just kind of looked like a daze and he'd just lay down and he would just kind of like look like he was like trying to sneeze, but he couldn't sneeze. And then he would just kind of like start shaking. And then I kind of just like put my hand on his back, just let him know I'm there, let him do his thing. And afterwards, he's just out of it. He's just like looking around like scared. I'm just like petting his back. And then sometimes he'll growl at me. I'm like, dude, just like, I'm here. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. I would pet him. And he was old though. I mean,
yeah.
But he actually got put on some medicine and it kind of helped him out for a little bit. So towards the end of his life, he wasn't having seizures. He just stopped eating. And, then he finally went with the Lord, the doggy Lord.
And went to the big farm up in heaven.
Yeah. All dogs go to heaven. God, that movie is so sad.
It's kind of bad too. Like for kids, it was a kid movie when it came out, right? Mm-hmm. But they're like drinking and.
I haven't seen it for that. It's been a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch it again. You'll be amazed at the stuff that they put in there, and you're like, "Wow, this is not PC."
Well, it's like now everyone's like giving, was it Netflix crap for the new Stranger Things? They're like, "Oh, they're smoking." I'm like, yeah,
they were smoking in that one.
Not the kid. I don't think. Well, I'm only 2 episodes in.
Oh, you mean the
Hopper, the sheriff?
Yeah,
and they're all, it's excessive smoking. Well, it was the 80s.
Yeah,
I'm like
everybody smoked.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
And by the way, great season.
Don't tell me anymore. I'm only up two shows in.
I don't know. I heard a story that people were mad about the ending, kind of like the Game of Thrones thing. And I said, why? Like the ending, it was great.
Yeah,
and they left it open.
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place right now because I love Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I think I said I forget what movies we're talking about, but any movie that deals with kids on bikes that are like on a hunt somewhere, like Goonies, I'm in.
And they have walkie-talkies.
Dude, what's up with that?
And a super walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
He just built one in this season.
Yeah, I saw that was first episode. all those actors are great. That Dustin kid, that kid is rad.
Dude, the last episode, he is amazing.
Did you know that? Remember, I'm only 2 episodes in, so don't tell me anything. I just found this out through my buddy Brandon, KO, that Steve, the character Steve, the ice cream shop he works at, Scoops Ahoy, the girl, that's Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
You can tell it's Uma Thurman's
Well, now that
daughter.
I know, I'm like, oh, dude, it's Uma Thurman.
But you wouldn't think Ethan Hawke. I didn't know they were together.
I think they were. I don't think they are anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we were going to talk about a few not really serious things. I mean, it might be one serious thing on here.
I mean, one of them is kind of serious. Like, people could die.
It is, and one of them is probably one of the coolest, most hardcore videos I've seen in a long time.
Which one's that?
We will get there.
Oh, okay.
We will get there, sir.
Okay.
But have you heard about this this petition to storm Area 51?
I have.
Dude, how ridiculous is that?
There's some things where you're like, just because you sign a petition doesn't mean it's okay.
Yeah. And these guys, was it like 400,000 people signed a petition?
Yeah. When I saw it initially, it was like 250,000.
Yeah, and they're going to sign a petition to storm Area 51 on, September 20th. So they announced the day they're going to do it. But what killed me was, I have a feeling like 400,000 of these people live in their parents' basement.
Probably.
Because it says right here, that they're going to use what's called rock throwers, because the rock throwers will throw pebbles at the inevitable resistance. We don't want to hurt them. We just want to annoy them enough to not shoot. Okay. Has that ever worked?
Okay. I remember a story about some police officers. Where was it? Zinfandel Drive and Highway 50, I think. Wherever the Hooters was, because that's where it started at.
Yeah.
And
I don't eat there. I just know where it's at.
Yeah. And
I'm saying that because my mom's listening. I don't want to think I'm eating at a Hooters. I got to clarify that.
So this guy started something in the Hooters parking lot, ran from the cops. They caught him like on an on-ramp or something like that.
Not that long ago. Remember
yes, where there were rocks. And he picked up rocks and started throwing them and trying to hit the cops with a rock. The cops shot him and killed him, and that is justified.
Yeah.
That's a lethal weapon.
And you get a group of 400,000 people, you ain't missing.
Yeah. That's like a shotgun blast.
And I am 100% positive those guys aren't going to be shooting you with a 9mm.
Yeah.
It is going to be like they're mowing you down.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you've ever seen an Air Force base before. I know you have.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just going to carpet bomb the heck out of whatever's there if you try to do it. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
They have so much extra space, probably beyond what they actually have hidden there.
It's probably all underground too.
Yeah, and if they drop a bomb, it's no big deal. And these people are breaking the law. Like, anywhere around there, I'm pretty sure if you get close to the fence, they show up and say, "Get out of here."
Oh yeah, I've seen some videos of people like taunting them, and there's security measures like outer security, inner security. They're not gonna get anywhere near there.
No.
In fact, this morning I was talking to my daughter about this thing because we thought it was funny. I Google mapped Area 51 on my map.
All blurred out.
And no, it doesn't show up anymore. It used to show up.
Oh.
Now I have to type in the lake, Groom Lake.
That's on Area 51?
It's like the little, it looks like a dried up lake bed that's right next there. You got to type that up to see it. Because I think if you type in Area 51 right now on Google Maps, it shows you like the souvenir store.
Oh.
But what got me though is it said the 1,000-strong soldiers, this is directly from an article, will be sectioned into 3 groups: rock throwers, Naruto runners, which is anime ninjas that run really fast, and Kyles, a team of muscle-buff teenagers with a penchant for kicking in drywall.
That's how they're going to storm Area 51.
Yeah, then it says, and there's the rest who will watch from a safe space with binoculars and popcorn. That will be me.
Yeah, just watch the show.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Some people, man. Like, is this a real thing, or did somebody start it as a joke?
I am pretty positive it's a joke, that it's not going to happen. because you will get killed. It says everywhere on the thing, it says lethal force is justified past this point. They have cameras. They have those seismic meters that they use on the border. So any footsteps, they could sense that. There's no way around it.
No.
You know?
And the actual spot to get to is so far inside that you're never going to make it.
Like when we drove there a long time ago, there's a sign that says Area 51, like a regular highway sign. But it's not the, like, here's the exit you're going to take. It's like a dirt road for another 50 miles till you're anywhere near there. And at that 50-mile mark, they're already watching you.
You're going to end up like Hills of Eyes or something.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, everyone comes back and they're like all like living in like caves. Well, we live in caves up here.
We do.
I mean, that's where we're broadcasting from.
It is. I'm surprised the signal gets out from here.
Yeah.
That's why we have technical difficulties sometimes.
Speaking of caves, I just watched The Descent last night for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
You know there's a second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet, but I was just like...
Have you seen The Ruins?
Yes.
That's a good one.
I was watching The Descent. I'm all, yeah, because there was two things that they said could have happened in that movie. They said that when they were down in the caves that there was really creatures in there.
Yeah.
But at the very beginning of the movie, her family gets killed. And they were saying that because they kind of sort of say it like a little offhand thing, like, this sort of grief could cause hallucinations. So they're saying that those creatures could have not been there the whole time, that she killed all her friends.
But I think you get answers in the second one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. But so as I was watching, I was like, oh man, I mean, because I don't like small spaces like that.
Claustrophobic.
Oh, dude. And I'm watching that. I'm like, nope, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, like those little creatures, I'm like, I'm watching this by myself. You know, I'm like scared and cuddle up against my blankie and everything. But speaking of being little and calling up against your blankie,
Is this
segue? Is a segue. I'm going to see if I could do it as good as you guys. You see that video, that little angry dude in the bagel shop?
Yeah. What do they call him? The tiny angry man or something like that?
That dude was... I thought it was Joe Pesci.
Really?
Yeah, because he sounded, he's like, hey, man, you know, it's just like...
He was too young, though.
And that dude, like, had little man syndrome.
Yeah. You think he got into, like, a lifted F-350 or
Probably.
something when he left?
I can't remember. Wasn't it someone was making a joke about his height or something like that? Is what he got all mad about?
I have no idea. The only video I saw was just him after he was angry and yelling at people. And it was a bagel shop?
I think
one of
so.
the workers was standing there, like, putting her arm out, trying to keep him away from the counter.
I didn't even watch the whole video, but I think it actually went physical at one point. I can't remember. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was just like, I was kind of halfway asleep anyway. But it really reminded me of the time that I detained that midget in Sacramento.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him multiple times since then.
That dude.
He's a happy guy, though. He always waved.
I was working security outside of this really sketchy area in Sacramento, North Highlands. And so I wasn't working indoor security, so I was outside. So technically speaking, right when if someone stole something from a liquor store or whatever, I could stop them outside, you know, because they haven't left my property yet.
Yeah.
But this dude's a little person. Is that the proper way to call them? Little people? That seems more mean.
Elf.
Dwarf. Whatever. He, you know, what's his name in Game of Thrones?
Tyrion?
Yeah, Tyrion?
That's his name.
Yeah, he was Tyrion.
Yeah. Might have been shorter.
It reminds me of the Look at You from Elf.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, you guys, last episode totally missed a good opportunity when Handy was talking about the best sub sandwiches, world's best sub sandwiches or whatever. You guys were talking about someplace you guys ate best whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that was like in Elf. Where he's all, best coffee. He's all, congratulations, guys. You really did it. I'm sitting there thinking, like, you guys didn't reference Elf. But anyways, the dude stole, the little guy stole lighters, those little big lighters, like a ton of them from the Dollar General. And so I stopped him outside. I go, hey, man, stop. He goes, the dude just had a mouth on him. And it was hard not to laugh, but you got to be professional. But
he didn't have a big mouth on him.
He had a little mouth. And I asked him, I go, they said you stole some stuff, and legally we were security. We can't search for drugs, but I can pat him down for weapons. So I pat him down for weapons. I stopped him. Cameras caught him. We knew he stole it, so I detained him. And when the Sac sheriff got there, he pulled out the stolen product, and it was the small Bic lighters, which was even funnier. But the dude, because we had him cuffed up, and he wanted to get out of the cuffs. And dude, he just kept taking his hand right out of him. His hand was so small. So I'm like, look, dude, just give me the cuffs back and just sit down. I'm going to catch you. 2 steps is 10 of yours. I'm like, and he's just giving me crap, dude. And my boss took a picture of him getting a ticket or getting a trespass citation from Sac County. And it's just the funniest picture. You see him getting his citation, me in the background. And I told him, what was it? He was sitting on the ground because I made him sit. And what did he say to me? He said something like, don't talk down to me. I'm going to get short with me then. And he's all, well played.
You said that's the only way I can talk to you.
Yeah, I'm like, but yeah, some of those little dudes, man, they have mouths on them, dude.
Yeah.
But that's a fun picture. I don't think I'll post that one to the Facebook.
Okay, I have something I want to talk about.
Oh, here we go. I was going to get all serious.
No, it's not serious. Well, maybe a little bit. Because we've been in. You were in security, as well as me. We've both been in some type of security.
Right.
We've had weapons. So
my arms.
Yeah.
And my brain.
So what do you do when you have to go to the bathroom? What do you do with your weapon?
Oh, we're continuing this. Okay. Do you want me to go first? Because
yeah.
I don't know how you do it because I never actually watched you. I haven't had the privilege to watch you yet.
Yeah.
Ladies, bear with us for a second.
Well, ladies have to do it.
Well, no, I'm talking about for conversation
no matter
purposes.
what.
Ladies, this is men talking right now. So, fellas, you're going to track with me.
But they have to do it no matter what.
Right. But I'm telling you how I do it. I don't know how they do it. I don't watch them, dude.
They might do the same thing.
I'm not like Handy, dude. I don't look over stalls. So basically,
that's California.
A long time ago,
co-ed bathrooms.
This is the most rated R I'll probably get. By the way, a long time ago, I thought it'd be funny when I introduced myself to people. But I think I asked you this question before. I'm pretty sure I have. Hey, Wilson, I'm Tommy. Hey, how's it going? Have a question for you. What's that? Through the hole or over the top? And they always go, what? I'm all, boxers. Do you go through the hole or over the top?
Oh, yes.
There's a hole there for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, here's my answer. When you're wearing a duty belt,
yeah,
you don't want to take your duty belt off.
Through the hole
so you go through the hole every time. Now, when it's time to, rest in the restroom, quote unquote, sit down, get a little Candy Crush time in.
Yeah.
What I would do.
Clash of Clans, Guns a Boom.
Oh, yeah. You know what's up.
Yeah.
You would, of course, drop the pants. You got to, okay? I would always take my gun out and I would put it in the crotchal region of my pants.
Yeah.
Because one, the gun's the heaviest part of my duty belt.
Yeah.
And I would set it there just in case it's go time.
Yeah. You got to be ready.
It already is go time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just in case it's real go time.
Yeah.
But I would never take my duty belt 100% off and hang on that thing. That's the dumbest thing ever.
That is the stupidest. That's a coat rack for a reason. Coat.
Yeah. And I would never do that. I would take my vest off. My tack vest.
See, I couldn't because I had to inner.
Yeah. I only wore the inner certain times. I would alternate depending on what my duty was that day. But I would take my tack vest off because right when you sit down, any vest rides up automatically.
Yeah.
And it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The inners are good for tucking the shirt in underneath it.
Right.
To keep it out of the way.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I would do it. I would put the gun there.
Right there.
I would obviously, because I know there's people listening. Well, no, it's pointing at people. No, it's not. I have it aiming towards a wall.
Yeah.
Because if I take my pants off, now it's aiming straight ahead.
Yeah.
Out of the bottom. So it's actually off to the side.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem anymore because I don't have to carry anymore because I don't have that type
so
of job.
whenever I do it, I would never hang it on the hook ever because that's just dumb. And most of the time I would try and hide it because there's weird people that'll look under the stalls, you know? So I try to keep it out of view as much as possible. I wouldn't
Well,
pull
it's shoved in the pants. You're not going to see it.
I know. For you, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
for me,
sag.
yeah. I never took it out of the holster, but I always had it right near me just in case it was go time, you know? But a certain police chief for San Luis Obispo, I don't know where she put it, but she had to take her gun off. I'm assuming she didn't have a duty belt on because she's a chief.
Duty.
Yeah. I think she just had like a paddle holster and she pulled it off and she ended up leaving it in the bathroom and exiting the
Good
bathroom
job.
and realized it. She says a few minutes later and went back and it was gone. But yes, someone took her gun. What do you think about that?
Fired.
You think fired, straight to
Yes.
fired.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing.
Super irresponsible.
Yes.
Very irresponsible.
There's certain things that are overlooked in some jobs. That is one that is definitely not like irresponsibility, negligence.
Yeah. It is.
That could be a crime.
It is a privilege to be able to carry that weapon, and there's a reason why law-abiding citizens have to go through classes to carry it, because those classes don't teach you how to aim good. They are 100% for gun safety.
Yeah.
And that is rule 101 is don't leave it unattended.
The one thing they told us in the academy, they said, so that you never forget your gun when you go to the bathroom, you take your duty belt, hook it back together so it's a full circle, right? Put it around your neck. You will never forget.
Yeah,
it's there.
That'll work too. My thing is because on our duty belts, this is for people that have never really had to wear one. We had the belt keepers.
Yeah.
I got tired of always having to snap those in, so I had that Velcro belt.
Yeah.
And so attached to the inner of the belt. So that would have worked for me because I stopped using the keepers a while back.
I still used them even with the Velcro.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Because I think I let you borrow my duty belt, or at least my thigh holster.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought of that.
Yeah. I mean, every time you get up, you're going to know, I don't want this thing around my neck. It's going to go back on my waist.
Right. Well, that police chief probably would have still walked out of there with that around her neck
I'm assuming.
because that's pretty dumb.
That's one thing that you think about every time you go
Yeah.
when you're in that business.
Right.
And I feel like there's no excuse for that.
No. I mean, the thing is you have, you know,
And you're a police chief.
right. You're the highest ranking officer in that area. But my thing is like, you don't know who's walking in after you. So
Yeah.
it could be a kid.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that they hammer on all the time.
Yeah. And, this is something I wanted to talk to our sponsor about because I know he's big on gun safety
Oh, he is. He actually has a
with his
whole,
kids as well.
at the bottom of his webpage, he has like gun news.
Yeah.
And one of them is like kids and gun safety.
Yeah. And I think that's very important. There's my daughter, she knows gun safety. We've ran drills with my gun completely empty. And I've left it on my bed and I told her, what do you do if you see it? Do you touch it? Do you come get me? Do you grab it and show me, hey, you left your gun out? She goes, no, I'm supposed to come get you. All right. I let it go by a week, make sure nothing's in there. And I set it on my bed. Nothing's, no magazine in there. Set it on the bed. Hey, Evelyn, could you go get me my phone? Which I know it's within the same distance.
Yeah.
And she'll walk down the hall, follow her right behind her. And right when she turns that corner, she sees it. Dude, she darts right back.
That's
Daddy,
good.
Daddy. I'm like, you passed.
Yeah.
It's not a toy. I'm not opposed to like boys. I feel like I'm popping right now pretty bad.
No,
I don't know why.
you're good.
I'm not opposed to boys having toy guns. I think it's healthy. But
Airsoft guns,
stuff like that. Even those really those futuristic ones, you hold the trigger down and it's all orange, glows, makes noises. But they need to distinguish toy from reality.
Yeah.
I was at Denio's, which is a farmer's market auction here in the area, about a month ago. And we were just walking around. I was by myself. We were doing this little game where we get $10. Each family member has to find the best buy for $10. We all come together. And then whoever has the best thing wins. And so I was looking at things in this dude, I'm in this like one random area and I found this microphone that I was like, oh man, I wonder how much it is. And it was like 30. So I was like, dang it. Like, because I priced it while I was there. It was like a $300 mic for $30, but I don't know if it worked or not.
Yeah.
And they had like a rifle there and it looked like a 22.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also looked like it could have been a pellet gun, at the same time. And dude is grabbing the gun and he's swinging it around. And I'm like super uncomfortable. And I'm like, I'm wanting to say, dude, point it in the air or straight to the ground. Don't swing it around. I don't know if there's anything in there.
Yeah.
But that guy that's doing that, it by me saying that to him, it's not going to go well.
No.
Because everyone gets so offended these days. So I just left. I walked away. Now, in Old Sac, and I'm going to give a shout out to this place because it's pretty cool. There's this thing called Suspects Murder Mystery Dinner on the Delta King in Sacramento. So you eat dinner and they do like a murder mystery thing. It's a lot of fun. But we did it a while back, my wife and I and some friends of ours. We took her for her birthday there. And I was wearing like a Flash Gordon shirt and these skinny jeans. I know, skinny jeans. Don't.
Okay.
Don't. They were like sprayed on, dude, like just blue.
Okay.
The metal tangs were hanging on for dear life. That's a Seinfeld joke. I can't claim that one for my own. But so they have guns there and everything, because it's a murder mystery. And they incorporate the audience to participate. So this guy, one of the actors, goes, "You right there in the hipster t-shirt," and he's pointing at me. He goes, "Stand up." And I stood up. And he pointed the gun at me. I know it's a fake gun. I just heard him shooting blanks out of it. I felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't like this because of the line of work I was in. It was too real. And it's all about gun safety. And that chief failed. And do you know what happened to her? Did they say anything?
The only thing I heard was she apologized for what she did.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that was about it. They have a suspect. They have a video of him going into the bathroom after her and then leaving right away, not ordering anything at this. I forget what it was. I think it was some type of restaurant. And the other people that went in after, they interviewed them. They said, no, we didn't see a gun. So they have a suspect, but still, there's no excuse.
Right. The negligence has been done. That gun could still be used in a crime.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we have laws, why we have to register our guns. There's a reason why we got to do that. And yeah, it sucks. I believe we have to, now we have a waiting list to buy bullets. Is that what it is?
You have to go through a background check now.
And, it sucks for me. Luckily for me, I don't shoot enough to really that affects me. But that sucks for someone like you. Yeah. And it would really irritate me.
I have to for my job.
Right. And it's ridiculous. And
so now when I go to buy ammo, I have to buy enough to at least be able to complete the requirements for my job.
Yeah, because
I don't want to have to deal with that 4 times.
Right.
Know?
Yeah. It's just ridiculous. The laws keep getting the laws aren't benefiting the law-abiding citizen.
No.
They're making it harder for us because the other people are going to get it any way they want.
Yeah.
You know, and it just doesn't help when the police chief leaves their gun there either. You know, do I think she's actually sorry? Yeah, absolutely. I believe yeah. Did she make a huge mistake? Absolutely.
She did.
And
but I feel like
consequences.
That's one of those mistakes that there's things that happen where it's excusable. I feel like that one's not.
Right. Now, see if I could segue this. Speaking of guns not being in places what they're supposed to be, do you want to talk about the IRS building?
Yes, I do.
Go for it, big guy. I'm going to take a drink of some apple pie.
Oh, okay. So recently, there was video of a deputy. I forget what county it was. I think, what was it, Kansas or something like that?
Somewhere over there.
But he walked into an IRS building, and he was in full uniform, had his car out front. He just got a letter in the mail from the IRS that said something. So he was walking into the facility to get a phone number to try and figure out whatever was going on with this letter. And when he walked in, the security guard looked at him and said, "Hey, you cannot bring a weapon in here. You have to take it off and put it in your car." And the deputy said, I cannot disarm while I'm on duty, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave. And he proceeded to leave, and the security guard proceeded to draw his gun and aim at this deputy as he was leaving, and ended up trying to detain him at one point. And the cops were called. Somebody from the IRS building. I don't think it was the security guard. I think it was somebody else in the IRS building. Called 911 and said, "There's a man with a gun in here, and he won't leave."
Didn't identify him as being a deputy.
Did not say this is someone who is in a law enforcement. Anything. It just said, "Man with a gun won't leave." And the cops show up, and this security guard ended up getting felony charges.
Good.
Which I think is a great thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's lucky that's all he got.
Yeah.
Because that, technically speaking, that deputy could have shot him.
Yeah. You pull a gun on me, I'm not going to take that lightly. Like, sure, and there's a lot of laws that, I was looking at it today. State parks. You cannot open carry in a state park in California. Unless you are law enforcement or retired law enforcement in good standing, you can open carry. You can conceal carry as long as you have a valid permit.
In state parks?
Yes. So, if a deputy for some reason has to go into a state park, they can carry in there. It's a state facility.
Right.
IRS, same thing. And if I was a cop, I'd be thinking the same thing. I'm in uniform. I'm a deputy. I can go into this facility and carry my gun.
Right.
I have a question about a phone number. That's it. That's all I need is a phone number. And the security guard gets on his high horse.
And as a former security guard, mall cop, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. Our rule was once the threat is leaving, that's where you stop. You don't chase down.
Yeah.
And I saw the video. The deputy looked like he was calm.
Yeah.
He goes out.
I don't know if that was edited at all. I'm sure at one point, because you don't see the security guard in the beginning.
Not in the little room. You see him in the lobby. You
don't know when he drew the gun. So you don't know if the video was edited to where the deputy was mouthing off to him. Really? I work for the sheriff's department.
Right.
You're going to point a gun at me? That type of thing. So you don't know that, but still, he told the deputy, "Go put your gun in the car," and the guy turned to leave.
Okay, I'll go do that.
Yeah.
Or like, I'll do it. Come back later.
It is dealt with at that point.
I'm not going to disarm myself, but okay, I understand your rules. I'll leave.
Yeah.
And then what that security guard, what I would have done, let's just say that, is I would have said, okay, threat's leaving. Make sure everything's cool. He's gone.
Make a note of it or something.
Obviously, they had patches.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know who he's with.
So it's with so and so county.
Call
Call them
county.
up. Say, hey, you had this guy here. We have videotape of him. He's not supposed to be here with a gun. I turned him away. I understand that he's law enforcement, but dude, he can't be here with a gun. That's how we should handle it, because essentially we're all on the same team.
Yeah.
And that dude, I'm pretty sure, signed up to storm Area 51.
Probably.
And he probably lives in his parents' basement.
Yep.
And now he's going to get a felony because he made a stupid decision.
Yep.
Never point a gun at something you don't intend to kill.
Yeah.
And that sheriff, he was leaving.
Yeah. The threat is gone. It boggles my mind sometimes. Like, what are these people thinking of?
Yeah. I've seen so many ridiculous security guards, even when I was one.
You sent me a picture recently.
That's my next talking point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was my next segue.
Okay.
I'm going to let you have that segue. But I've seen some ridiculous security guards. I'm like, dude, who are you trying to impress? Like, most of the security guards that I've seen have been, for the most part, respectable. Hey, man, how's it going? Good, how are you? They're mainly there for a presence, which is a nuisance to lessen a threat. And their job is to observe and report. See with your eyes, write it down, and then you report it. That's their job.
You are there to call 911.
Exactly. And then, so I'm at a local grocer here in Sacramento that rhymes with tall, smart. And they have a security. Granted, not the best area, but the security guard, I took a picture of him. I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, okay, he's not armed or anything, which in that area kind of sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Because it's a bad area.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, what is he wearing? Dude is fully on wearing a motocross like chest protector vest thingy that the motocross guys wear from when they're riding motorcycles. I'm like, one, ain't gonna stop a bullet.
No.
At all.
No.
I'm like, and people are laughing at him. I'm like, dude, you don't look cool. Like, you look like an idiot right now. Nobody's taking you seriously.
He's tactical.
Oh, tactical. Yeah. And everyone's laughing. I'm like, dude, I personally hated wearing vests. They're uncomfortable. They're hot.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing one? Like, dude, like, are you planning on getting in a fight? Even at that, dude, it's not protecting your face.
Yeah.
It's a motocross thing. I mean,
if you fall down, you might not get hurt as bad. You might not scrape your shoulder.
And it didn't even look like the hard plastic ones. This thing looked like it was made out of a mouse pad. I'm like, dude, like it was ridiculous. And I'm like, I gotta snap a picture of this for Wilson and send it to him. And you did not disappoint. When your response,
what did I say? I can't remember.
I think it was like, "Are you serious?" or something like that. I sent it to Brandon, and he sent me back a WTF.
Yeah, well, one of the people that I was with at the time when I got the picture said, "What's next? Shin guards on your forearms or something like that?"
Yeah, he looks
like van braces.
Yeah, he's gonna end up looking like a what do you call it? Well, Brandon said, WTF, he's trying to look like a superhero.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about how good his ribs were that night that he made.
Oh.
He's proud of himself. But, it's like we were talking about the movie The Town. How I think it was Ben Affleck's character. He's like, yes. I'm not going to
mess with that guy.
Because he has a tack vest on or whatever.
Or he has his
pants bloused or whatever.
Pants tucked into his boots.
And
that's G.I. Joe there.
And so this guy, I really want to post that picture, but I'm afraid it might come back. But yeah, sometimes people take their jobs too seriously, and sometimes not enough. Like your last episode, you're talking about that awesome family event that happened at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And man, those security guards were on it, weren't they? Jeez, I'm totally rolling my eyes right now. They show up with their little hats on. Okay, first of all, what made that video the best video of the year was the music was still playing in the background over everything.
Tuned down music.
It was like do 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 do, and you
Yeah.
hear, man, I'm going to jail tonight. I'm going to jail tonight. And then all of a sudden, when in the history has this ever worked? I know for my wife and I, this has never worked. If we get into an argument and I say, hey, calm down.
Never.
Never. This guy comes out and goes, everybody, just calm down. I'm like, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, escalation of force, verbal, but I'm like, dude, ain't going to work.
You're talking to the wrong people at that point. You need to go to the problem.
And it's like 4 minutes into the video.
Yeah.
Then the security guards, who look like ushers at Rayleigh Field with their little hats on, they come up, they go, guys, just stop. It's the happiest place on earth. It's Toontown.
Yeah. I was wondering your opinion on that subject.
Yeah. And praise the Lord, that grandma, she fell to the ground and then she was miraculously healed. And she gets up. I'm like, woo. I see that all the time in Walmart. I'll see some lady drive by a little scooter. I had one run me over a few weeks ago.
Oh.
And a little scooter. And I'm like watching her. I'm all, that girl's fine. And all of a sudden she gets up, walks like halfway down the aisle, grabs something, and walks back to the car. I'm all, man, the Lord works in mysterious ways. I just saw a miracle,
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
There's some weird things in this world. Anything else you have to?
I do. I'm not sure if you saw this video. I'm pretty sure you see the same videos I saw. Did you see the most awesome video of the year of the U.S. Coast Guard taking down the
little
submarine?
thing? Yes.
Did that not make you want to join the
Yeah.
Coast Guard?
I was like, how are they staying on this thing while it's moving?
That guy's yelling like what do you say? Like Alto La Bargo.
Yes.
I'm like, dude, that guy was like screaming. All of a sudden, that dude's all, we gotta get on top. I'm like, oh, I feel like I am watching a movie right now. He gets on top.
Yeah, this is
beating
like
the
SEAL
crap
Team
out of
6. Here we go.
Beating the crap out of that hatch. And all of a sudden the
then
guy
the guy
opens up.
it.
He's like, hello? And someone posted something on one of the Facebook
Did
posts.
you see how much?
I didn't see the raid, like the aftermath. I just saw the
It was
video.
like 17,000 pounds or something like that of cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah. That's crazy because what I was laughing about was this guy commented, he goes, I think they misunderstood the point of a submarine.
Yeah,
Dude, that
you're
thing was
supposed
like
to go under
that thing
the
was like
water.
a boat floating. I don't
Yeah.
think they're made. I don't think that one was particularly made to be completely submerged.
It was just like incognito.
Yeah, just like a little bit. But oh man, I must have watched that video like 15 times. I got all pumped up. I'm like, dude, sign me up
Yeah.
right now. Just like when you and I went and watched Act of Valor, we're walking out of like the movie like Tears on Rise Roll. Dude, let's just sign up, man. Let's
let's
sign
go.
up. Like when I watched the new Rambo when it came out, I'm all, yeah, maybe I could solve the world problems, in just by myself.
Yep.
That's all I need to do. And that video was crazy. And I think videos like that need to be seen because, dude, we're not messing around.
Yeah,
Did it say where that was at?
I think it was in Gulf of Mexico somewhere.
Yeah, because we were talking about the drug run coming to Florida, so it probably would have been in that area. Man, that was just crazy. But was that actually Coast Guard that boarded that thing?
Yes. National Guard, maybe?
Okay, because I didn't know Coast Guard wore camo.
I can't remember.
I don't know the first thing. I may sound like an idiot right now, but I thought Coast Guard, they didn't really have to wear camo because they're on the ocean.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I'm done with the branches of the government or the branches of military. What did I ask Martin at one time? I said, he goes, what did he say? The Navy's part of the Department of the Marines. Well, really, he goes, yeah, the women's department. I mean, no disrespect to the Navy, but I thought it was funny. It's just like with sheriff and firefighters and stuff. They always talk crap to each other, but they all
Even like Sheriff, CHP.
Oh, dude. Even COs with the same department and the deputies.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a certain show that's on the one of the major channels around this area.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some COs and they say that's the dumbest show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's their department that is on patrol.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, even with like when I was a CO with that said department, and we'd have CHP bring us, a fella or two into the Sally port, they would kind of, not make matters easy for us with intake. I'm like, you could stop talking now, Chippy. You could just not rile him up because he's now my problem, because when we all wear the same badge, they look at us all the same.
Yeah.
But,
nothing against CHP.
No, absolutely. I have a lot of friends that are CHP. I have a lot of friends that are almost in every agency surrounding, and nothing but respect. But, it's just it's an ongoing joke. Even when I was at the Taro Sullivan thing this morning, oh man, I would hear, because there were some plainclothes people, I'd hear them talking crap about other people. It just reminded me of those times, and it was good. It was good. I mean, it's like a normal job. Like, no one gets along 100% with your normal coworkers, and you guys will talk smack, and it's usually friendly banter.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Oh, look, finally on time, huh? Stuff like that. It's the same stuff, just a different job is all it is. But yeah, that's all I got for today, dude. Where are we at right now?
That's it?
That's a pretty decent episode. Is Handy showing up?
He couldn't get out in time. Told you he ran out of bail money.
Oh yeah, his hours are up with his phone call. Oh, yeah. He's already met his 16th kid. Yeah, he still has the rest to go through.
Yeah, he's busy right now.
Yeah,
Papa. I mean, okay. So there's one thing I did want to talk about. It's kind of sports related.
Oh boy, here we go.
I know. I saw an update on my phone the other day. They used the first robot umpires to call balls and strikes in a baseball game.
Is there a robot back there, wearing the gear?
It's not a robot. It's basically cameras.
Oh.
But, I mean, they have the view of the little box on TV, and they call balls and strikes that way.
So is there a sensor in the ball? Or is it...
No, it's all, I think, from video. They have a view over the home plate, straight above it, and then I think they use also the view from center field, normal.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
I don't think I like it either. Wasn't it a couple of years ago they implemented the what was it? Instant replay?
Yeah.
I can't remember the rules behind that, but isn't that you get one a game?
You get one, and then if you're right, you can have another one. And then at a certain point, it's only up to the umpires if they review it.
Okay. See, I thought it should be if it's because you can't really say that, because a home run at the beginning of a game could be the deciding factor for the end.
I think the umpires review home runs that are iffy automatically.
Because sometimes it's hard to tell if it goes behind the foul pole.
Yeah.
In front of.
Yeah.
Or even it's fan interference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the balls and strikes thing, I mean, I know on my MLB game that I'll play.
What year do you have?
Oh, I had the year that had McCutcheon on it. That was the year you could swap out the covers.
15?
Yeah, 15 or 16. You could download the Posey cover if you wanted to.
That would have been 14 then.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It might have been 15 because
I can't remember.
It would have been the year after they won.
There goes that motorcycle again. He's been following us all night.
Right outside the cave.
Yeah, it's a lot louder in here because it echoes.
Yeah.
But in my game, you could choose it for your pitcher to have it 100% accurate. If it's within this box, it's a strike. Or you can have it a little bit of an error, because sometimes that error benefits you if you're the pitcher.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I know
I feel like it's part of the game.
How would I say this? I would rather them have that. I'd rather have, what do you call it? The pitcher box, the batter's box, you know, than that stupid ball walk, the
no throw
walk. That's
I'm gonna
ridiculous, because you know how many times I've seen people just reach across the plate and hit a home run?
Yeah.
Or, oops, the ball slipped out of my hand and you get a play off of it. Now it says automatic. Yeah, it's to speed up play. How many games have you been to where you've had a force walk?
Maybe a couple.
Yeah, and out of all the games you went to,
Yeah.
it's a rare play anyway.
Yeah.
So why make a big deal about it?
Seriously.
You know, why don't they just make it like in softball where you hit a home run, you don't have to run all the bases.
Yeah.
You just run off the field. You know, home runs are more common than a walk.
On a home run, if they miss a base,
Yeah.
you can throw it back to that base and get them out.
That's why you watch some walk-offs. The game's won.
Yeah.
But you always watch the umpire, and he will watch the guy step on that base.
Yeah.
And home runs are way more common than a force. Is it called a forced walk? What's it called? I can't remember.
Intentional.
Intentional walk. I've seen, so why don't you, if you want to save time, okay, the ball's hit, cool, just get off the field. You don't have to hit each base.
Yeah.
So it's not a time issue. I don't know what it is. I think it's just them trying to.
They say faster and more action packed.
Did they implement that in the minor league All-Star game? Is that when it was implemented?
Yes.
And how well did it work for them? How accurate was it?
I haven't looked at that. I mean, it's got to be accurate.
I'd love to talk to some of our MILB guys, players.
That'd be cool if you get them
If we
on.
could get like a couple River Cats guys to figure out how they feel about that, because they're starting it at the lower level,
Yeah.
and eventually going to want to bring it up.
That's what they always do. They start at minors, bring it up. If it works, okay, we'll try it in the majors.
Like I see something like hockey. Like I really want to get into hockey, but like I just don't. We don't have a team here. I think our closest team,
San
professional,
Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah.
But we have the Stockton Thunder, which is like I think like just a minor league. But every time it's been on, or if I've gone to like B-dubs or whatever, it's cool. I'll see the puck, and it's hard to watch.
It is.
But they'll put that little purple or blue little stream
Streak.
behind the puck.
Yeah.
That is cool. I'm like, oh, I can see where it's at.
Yeah.
And that helps me. Those things I think are awesome. Those benefit the game as a viewer on TV. But something like that, it's. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to prove. Yeah, you're going to argue balls and strikes.
Yeah.
You're still going to argue balls and strikes if a robot is deciding it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just think it's ridiculous.
I just feel like it's part of the game. I mean, baseball's one of the oldest sports in America. That's what you deal with. You have umpires that call high strikes. You have umpires that call low strikes.
And they're known for it.
Yeah, and they're known for it. And the pitchers and the players, they all know it, so they adjust to that. And I feel like that's part of the game.
Yeah, and they're gonna like say, was Angel Hernandez? I only know a few umpires. They'll be like, "Oh, this umpire is known for calling high strikes."
Yeah,
So that adds to the pitcher's strategy.
yeah,
And the batter's strategy. Okay, if this is high, he's going to call it a strike. So I didn't remember who, because that's playing to the game too. Because then you'll get a different pitcher or a lefty, and you're like, okay, this is completely different. But the umpire will stay the same, and so you have to alternate your way of thinking. Okay, so this umpire normally calls high strikes, but this pitcher, he's a sidearm guy, so he probably won't pitch too high, but he'll probably throw on the inside. It's gonna be a little tough. So there's strategy behind it. But if you just have the box there, I mean, it's just like, okay, well, if it's anywhere between the stripes and my knees, I'm good.
yeah.
And so be it. I don't like it.
Me neither.
I think it's ridiculous.
I feel like they're trying to get too technologically advanced. And
I think instant replay was good for certain situations.
yeah,
It's
like
hard.
the Todd Helton at first base play. If you ever watch that,
Oh, dude, yeah.
where he was about 3 feet off of first
Yeah.
base and he caught the ball and the umpire called it an out. And
Yeah.
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 We need it for that.
And especially like a plays at home, deciding factors.
Yeah.
And those also are rarely used.
And I feel like get all the cameras you can in there. Like the one right above home plate. Yes. Put that in there.
That's a good camera.
Yeah. but have the umpires call it.
Yeah.
And then if there's a dispute, have them look it over and then make the right call.
Yeah. Well, I forget what we were talking. I forget what we were talking about a few episodes back, but we're talking about. Handy was talking about the umpire, Jim. Can't remember his name. Jim something. He's the one that blew it on Felix Hernandez's perfect game.
Oh.
At first, and he knew right away that he messed up. I mean, he had a big press conference afterwards. He's just like, I ruined that game for that kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you should just review it and realize you're human. You make mistakes. Here's the review. Okay, he was clearly out, but you called him safe, and it could be overturned. You know, but the way I thought it is they'll have instant replay on plays, but the instant replay will never be used for balls and strikes.
Yeah.
You have to have some sort of human element. So what's going to happen, and let's just say in the NBA or NFL, are you going to have like pressure sensors all over the field, knowing if it's a foul or holding or a face mask or whatever? Because, you know, I'll see plays all the time. Like in NBA, you'll see the plays up court, but down below, those dudes are like hitting each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't go through.
Me too.
I hope it stay. If it stays, it could stay at the minor league level, but I don't even think it should be there.
No, there's got to be a human element to the game.
Yeah.
And that takes away everything. Like I said, there's strategies that are involved, and you take that away. I mean, it's basically like dumbing the game down.
Right.
To me, it doesn't make it as interesting as it could be.
Now, you're a NASCAR guy.
Yeah.
In the old days, Richard Petty days, correct me if I'm wrong, they would know when they have to pit after a certain amount of trips around.
Yeah.
To switch the tires and stuff. But also, they know their car. They know the field. They know something's not right. I need to pit. But now they probably have computers on their car that tell them everything and repeats it back to the pit crew, right? Or they
somewhat, probably a little bit. But I mean, you still know, like, you know your driver. If you're the crew chief, you know your driver. You know how he drives. Certain drivers are going to wear tires more than others, just with the way they drive. So I mean,
but did they? I guess what I'm saying is, with that time and technology, did they upgrade their cars to today's stuff so they could literally just look at a computer and, hey, his car's running a little hot, or hey, we have a major vibration in the front right.
Most of the time, the drivers can tell you about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't. They didn't upgrade their car. Like, is that not allowed, I guess?
There's certain regulations within NASCAR where everybody has to follow a certain platform.
Right.
I mean, you'll see it all the time. Like, somebody will win a race, and then a couple of days later, you'll see, win was taken away from them because they scanned the car and realized the spoiler wasn't in the proper position.
Oh, okay.
You know? So,
yeah.
I mean, they're pulling it into every sport now.
You got to have some sort of human element in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at like old school like football. Like, remember the movie Leatherheads?
Yeah.
They had like no padding.
Yeah.
And like now they have a lot of padding and they're hitting harder.
Yeah.
And now they're slowly taking it away and saying, hey, if you purposely hit this hard, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because of the whole thing that came out with the concussions and all that.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing. Sometimes it's not necessary. But if you're a 245-pound, 5'8" guy like me, you got to hit someone pretty hard to take him down because I'm not that big of a dude.
Yeah.
Like that video, we watched the video earlier of that little cop guy.
Yep.
Going after that
defensive guy,
the football player. That dude stayed in the fight, but dude, he had to take. I mean, it took a lot.
Yeah.
So if they were the same size football players, say they're both on opposite teams, he would have to hit that guy hard.
Yeah.
Just like the who was that, Albert Bell, Fernando Vina hit a long time ago in baseball. If you ever see that video,
Yeah.
Albert Bell laid out Fernando Vina, and I met Fernando Vina, and he's smaller than me. He is a little guy, but he's burly. But you watch that video, that dude just gets laid out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there has to be some sort of human element, and you can't always protect the players, but I don't know why they implement those stupid things like, oh, we're going to put a strike zone in there. I mean, I can see how they could do it for our viewing, like as a
Like
on
they
TV.
have been.
Like okay, that was clearly on the inside. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Have you ever tried umping a game? It's hard.
Yeah.
You know, one, just standing back there with that ball flying at you, it's scary.
Yeah.
And you have to judge like whether or not it's too far right, left, up, down.
Yeah.
And it's deceiving. And especially you only have a few seconds to learn. By the way, Handy said R.J. Dickey. It's R.A. Dickey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also you'll get like a knuckleball because R.A. Dickey was known for the knuckleball.
Yeah.
I think Adam Wainwright too. There's a good documentary on Netflix called Knuckleball, I think, on that.
Yep.
But they should I think what they should do is implement that as learning tools for the umps, saying, hey, you guys need to learn, go to umpire school and learn to call your balls and strikes better because it's getting kind of out of hand.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of just calling whatever you want. This is the strike zone.
You need to make it more consistent.
More consistent. Or else you can't be an umpire anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I think they got to do. You know, it's. I think it's anywhere they could try to be innovative and look at us, we're edgy.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen. Was it the first? I want to say it was the All-Star game last year. It would show like the home run derby, but they had like this set of cameras set up behind the batter. So right when he hit the ball, the cameras would go like almost spin around the batter, and you would see like his hit like transition. Yeah. It looked awesome,
like Matrix.
Exactly like the Matrix. It would almost spin around him. Totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, I most of the time before I fall asleep, I'll watch some old school videos of baseball, like growing up, like mainly Ken Griffey stuff, because that dude's phenomenal. Junior, his dad was good too. Remember his back-to-back home runs? His dad hit one, then he hit one.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I feel like Chris Farley now. Remember that time when? But you know, I think they should use it as a learning tool and not so much use it as
the law.
Yeah, I mean that's where I stand on that.
Yeah,
because Stone Cold said so.
Same with me.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all we got today.
I believe it is.
You wanna give a little shout out with our iTunes, Spotify stuff?
Yeah. Call. Well, we have our voicemail still set up. It's still going. We're still paying for it, so utilize it. That's at 916-259-3030. 916-259-3030.
Comments, suggestions.
Yeah, suggestions. Anything.
Topic you want us to cover.
If it's something I said that was completely wrong, let me know. Call it up. Say, hey, Tommy, you're wrong. And I'll be like, okay.
I will definitely play that voicemail.
I bet you would. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, Google Play, or wherever you like to listen. And once again, we're also now on the Untapped app, and it's under American Noise Podcast. Just friend us on there. You'll be able to see our review.
Make suggestions.
And then you could go on our backlog and see what we've already drank. Helps me out, actually, because we all check it, but it helps me out because you guys can say, hey, I noticed that you've been giving, or Wilson and Handy have been giving these beers a high score. Tommy, why don't you try getting him this one?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know the first thing about beer. I buy it off of the artwork.
Or if you see some artwork that's really cool and you say, Tommy, check this out.
Right.
That's good too.
Let me know. And you could do that, on the voicemail as well. But friend us on the Untapped app. And Untapped is spelled weird. It's Untapped, but there's no E. It's TAPPD.
Yeah.
Little yellow icon. And then like us on Facebook, American Noise Podcast. And if you could take like 5 seconds out of your day, rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. It helps us become more searchable, and it just kind of, helps us out. We don't get any money for it or anything. It just
makes us more well-known
amongst the community.
Yeah.
And all that.
Also, check out our new sponsor, MSR Arms, at msrarms.com. Anything AR, rifle, pistol related, he basically has every part that you can imagine on there. Really cool site, really cool guy, and I want to help out our local businesses, and he's one of them. But other than that,
we'll have him on eventually.
We will, and he's excited for it. We'll try and build him up as much as we can, just like Mr. Beardsley.
And Latoya Stallion?
Yes.
Yeah. And Barry Bonds.
Maybe one day.
I talked to him the other day.
Okay.
He might be. He's coming down from his roid rage.
Other than that, have a great day.
Thanks for listening.
Later.